Hello, everyone.
Hello.
And welcome to the show. I'm talking like this because I'm a robot programmed to run a show.
Robot, was the...
Bender.
No,
Robot
I was going to
Bender.
say the guy who did Super Mario Super Show.
Captain Lou Albano.
Welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Well, if you got that, then you understand. Hello, good to see you. Cool, so yeah, welcome to the show. We're going to do a quick recap of where we've been, but first if you want to just say who your characters are, who you are and stuff.
I'm Brandon, I'm playing Phil Paschetti, the Silicomancer, glass and sand hippie, former deadhead.
Former? You never...
He's still well, they're not playing anymore.
He's closeted
right?
now.
Because one of them's dead.
I bet there's still like
One
an
of them's
incarnation.
dead.
There's like the drummer like put another incarnation together or something. I bet that would make sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
He doesn't have a lot of disposable income to go to concerts.
Who does these days?
Am I right?
You didn't say anything.
No, that was a comment on not having disposable income to go to concerts.
Fair enough.
I'm Sarah. I'm playing Audrey Fenway, like the park, a student journalist werecat. Was a student at Arizona State University, not the University of Arizona. I get those two confused.
None of us are from Arizona.
None of us are from Arizona. And I'm also I said I was a journalist already with a school paper.
Am I right?
Am I right, everybody? Did I get my character description right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
I think so.
I'm Brenna, and I'm playing Heather Clearwater. She is a wedding planning emissary of Aphrodite.
The goddess of love.
If you didn't know. Cool. All right. So last time you guys went and met up with the Phoenix and met the Phoenix, who was having a bit of a weird time.
Yeah.
You guys
Super
discussed
weird.
that, and then we went to ASU, talked to one of the history professors about the just kind of general history of the area and the Thunderbird and the Phoenix and all of that.
And the devils, the sun devils.
And the Sun Devils. We did some Wikipedia searching on that.
We saw some live Wikipedia readings.
It was really great.
Then you went to the Skinwalker camp and fought off some of the gang members who were...
Didn't we also find out that the person who came up with the sun devils...
Who started the campaign to name it that, yes.
Was Apollo's daughter.
Correct.
Who was taken by them.
Correct.
Yes.
And yeah, went to the Skinwalker camp, fought off two of the Hellboys, the gang that we actually named that on accident, and just now it is canon.
They love the movie. They love Ron Perlman.
Ran them off, and one of them actually got captured.
Ron them off?
Ron them off.
Ron
Perlman.
the Moth.
And one of them got captured, and we kind of left it there at the end. You were still there. One of them was unconscious. Two of them ran off, and you received a text from your contact at the very end, who is Apollo's
Vanessa.
secretary, correct? That just said HLP.
Hilp.
And go where cat go.
Go, yes. Go werecat.
Oh, hey.
Go me.
Go me. I'm also a werecat by the law of averages because I'm everything else, and there's probably one other one somewhere at least. So technically, me too.
That's true.
Probably would turn out to be aware of something else.
There's only one of each.
But I'm every other thing in the world, and so in the world somewhere.
Because he's the GM.
Yeah.
Sorry, I saw something strange behind you outside. But we're okay now.
Was it who are we going to call?
Ghostbusters.
It is in our neighborhood.
Go Ghostbusters, go.
Cool.
Okay.
So that's where we're at. So you guys are still at the Skinwalker camp. They're all kind of out there dragging this unconscious guy back to their camp. And you've received this text message. It's early afternoon. This is it's been a bit of a day, but we're still in the middle of the day. If you recover one of your love points, you recover nobody has any other things to recover.
Never got hit.
I also,
You didn't get hit at all?
Oh, I think I did.
You got
I
stress.
got one stress.
You got stress,
Oh,
but
wait.
that goes away, so you're set. You only got 1 stress in that whole fight? Oh, I roll so bad.
Well, I rolled so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Oh, you did. Now I remember. Now, if you want to watch him roll so well, go back and watch the last episode and our videos on YouTube or on Twitch. This is how I talk when I'm talking about videos.
It's real casual like.
Watch those good rolls.
Yeah.
I have a question before we begin.
Yes, please.
The last thing I wrote down from last time was, in quotes, "The false father has returned." And I don't have any
Right.
context for
So, right, you asked the snake lady to the were snake, the were
that. The one who's the daughter of...
the
Lifelexio.
Lifelexio.
Yeah.
Yeah, the were rattlesnake to go talk to the snakes and asked about the horned serpent, and that's what she said. The snakes were all agitated and angry, and they said the false father had returned.
Okay, got it.
The father had returned, but it was a false father.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And it was kind of because these are just snakes expressing things how as snakes can. It's kind of like it's not necessarily like the clearest translation. That's what she was getting from them. It's just agitation.
Oh, and she felt angry about it
yeah,
too. Like
she
in
felt
her
kind of
snake-
like
In her snake brain.
instinctively angry.
In the lizard brain of her snake brain.
Exactly. Cool. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So, I guess the question is, yeah, we left at that exact point. You just read that text message, and we'll let you guys go from there, and we'll see what happens.
So Heather shows the text message to them and says, I need to go back and check up on Vanessa because I don't know what's going on.
HLP have lips.
No,
Pig.
no.
Lip.
That's not what that means.
What does it mean?
It definitely means help.
I don't have a cell phone. I don't know these language
Well,
that you
it-
speak.
Okay.
Okay. We should go see if she needs.
Are they gonna
What she
like
needs.
hurt this guy?
No. This is
Yeah.
the weird thing. No, we listen. We need to treat this guy respectfully. I understand he's a bad person, but we don't want bad blood with this gang. And we will return him, and hopefully we can talk to them and show them that we don't have to be at odds with each other. We don't need to deal with this on top of everything else. And then the werehorse, I think his name is Carlo? Gabriel.
He's my love interest.
Right. He
In that I am interested in him.
he like stomps off, like he's angry that's the
Clops off.
yeah.
He trots off.
Yes, he literally, but still as a person, just comes.
Just claps 2 coconut
Yeah.
shells together.
And you can tell there's a little bit of tension over like what's gonna happen with this guy, but it seems clear that there's a discussion to be had, and
Got
it's
it.
not like it doesn't look like any rash choice is gonna necessarily be made.
They tried to
Who
kill
knows?
me, so I don't know. Phil's fine.
Yeah,
He was just curious whether they were gonna kill
of
this
course.
guy.
Yeah, and they are definitely like more involved in that. Like they're kind of, you guys can come and go as you please at this point. They're kind of wrapped up in figuring this out.
Who drove here? Was it you?
Yeah, my
drove
Jeep's
here.
down the trail.
Is this mine?
That is yours.
Hooray!
Drink it like a snake.
It's straight vodka.
Yeah, I need to get back soon. I need to find out what's wrong with Vanessa.
Yeah, let's go. Get her.
Okay, great.
So you guys are driving back. Where are you driving to?
I think the idea was to drive back to Apollo's office.
Would you be texting her on the way back to see
Yeah,
if anything-
yeah. I just text. I'll just text with like, "Where are you?"
Yeah, so you text, "Where are you?" and you get a response that says CNT space RD.
Can't read.
Can't
Can't read?
can't read.
No, it's not that.
It's not that.
Don't mouth that.
It's not the C word.
Oh my god. Alright.
I don't speak this language. I don't know.
Can't read or can't road.
Can't road.
Can't read.
Is there a can't road?
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm still gonna assume that she's at the office
Okay.
and just
Cool. So you guys get to the office. It takes about a half hour or so to get there. And I'm gonna write that down. So you get to the office and go to the front desk, and the secretary at the front desk greets you. I forget what her name is, but she has a name. Nope. Anyway, there's too many names. Susan Botsworth.
Susan Botsworth
Susan.
Anthony.
That's right. That's funny. Susan
you.
Anthony Botsworth in this case.
Zab.
It's hyphenated. Like, oh, something I can help you with?
Yeah, is Vanessa here?
She's actually off for the day.
Oh.
Yeah. Me
Okay.
taps in. It's like, yep. She had listed a personal day. It's been requested for some time.
Oh, okay. Well,
Is there anything I can have her contact you when she gets back to the
you-
office tomorrow?
do you have, I don't know, like a landline for her or something?
Landline.
We were supposed to have lunch and I just didn't,
Nope. I assume you have her cell phone number if you're friends.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but she doesn't. I don't think anybody has a landline anymore.
That's fair.
You have one right there.
That's different. That's an office landline. I mean, I could
Yeah.
have you call her office, but she won't be there.
Oh, I mean, I just know that, Apollo's very, he wants many ways to reach his, employees.
That's
so
why
I
we use cell phones.
Yeah, I just assumed maybe he had a separate line or something.
Is she not answering?
Yeah, she's not answering.
I'm
so,
sure. I can try to call her if you'd like.
Maybe
No,
worth a try.
I don't know, because I'm kind of worried that, she might be in the middle of something, as it were.
Yeah.
I see. Well, if she calls the office, I can tell her you're looking for her. But
That would be great.
That'd be great.
is everything all right? Are you?
Yeah, she just missed lunch,
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, I hope so.
Could I get your number in case that I can?
Yeah, here you go. And I give another of my business cards. My stack of business cards is like getting a
I
little
just
bit
started writing down the number 403 as if I was actually writing a phone number. Explain at all why I did that.
Oh my god. You were just that in the character.
I guess.
Do we have any? I'm a little confused on how social combat ish works.
Same as regular.
So is there a way to tell, like a check to make to see if she's lying?
It's an interesting question. So if you think that if you could try to make perhaps some kind of like intellect or some kind of check to try to overcome an obstacle. The obstacle would be her lying. If she is lying, we would still make the check either way because I wouldn't want that to tip.
Of course, yeah.
If you feel as though you think that she is lying, you could initiate a social combat. Because basically when you go into a combat, the idea is, I'm going to say what my objective is.
Yeah.
And you could enter into social combat saying, I'm going to force her to tell me the truth. And if you won the combat,
She would have to tell you the truth.
she would assumedly have to tell you the truth. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is, yeah.
What do you think? I mean, we don't know where she
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a way to make a passive kind of check on whether what she's telling us lines up with what we know about Vanessa so far.
That's the kind of thing that's like more how do you feel about it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Because, like, does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
Because it does, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
From what you guys know, which is not much about this person.
Right,
and
right.
there's- Yeah. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I want you, so you can make a check to try to like discern something, but you also like know what you know. If that.
Yeah, yeah. The characters know what we know as players.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what role playing is.
Ah.
Got it.
We figured it out.
I guess we just have to take her at her word then.
I don't think. Yeah, Phil's kind of a trusting guy.
Probably has to be pretty trusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a different kind of social combat, which is, well, not that different, but like just in a, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try to initiate this, which is just, I would love to be able to just drop by at her place do you have her address on file?
Oh, we don't give out our employees' addresses. That's understand that's not something that anybody
We're like
does.
basically working for the boss, though. Like we're your employee, kind of.
Sure, but you said this was a personal, just a lunch.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we're good friends, and I'm sure if you were to ask her that she would give out her address.
Cool. So if you want to try to force her, you can initiate a social
Yeah,
combat.
I think I do want to initiate that. Yeah.
So you'll be the first one to go, and you can use any approach you want, and she'll defend with something appropriate depending on...
Yeah, so I think it's just a charm attack.
Great.
Where
Yeah,
where
you're
it is
trying to,
just
like,
straight up
charm, so like a guile.
Yeah, like, oh, we're friends, it's fine.
Great.
Go
for it.
That is 4.
She's going to
That face says it all.
the face
-3.
that says all the place. So you rolled a 4, which is -3. Oh man, that's -7. Yeah, she's got to tap an aspect. The aspect of Cult of Apollo secretary, because she's not supposed to give out that type of information. That's a bit better. She rolled a 4 as well.
Okay.
So that's a tie, which means nothing happens. You could ostensibly use aspects if you were, like, so chose to spend fate points in some way, but as of now, you would tie. You do no damage, but you'd gain a boost.
Yeah, I'll just gain a boost.
Great. Whose turn is it?
It is Audrey's turn.
Okay. I don't know that I really have much to contribute as a social combat.
But you do, though, because anything, like, you have your approaches, and you can do anything that you...
And she's a journalist. She's like an investigative journalist.
Yeah, so like all those approaches can be used in any way you can imagine that they're applicable.
Okay, so
and you got people cheering you on. Fuck them up, Audrey. Socially fuck them up.
I'm gonna socially fuck them right up. Well, we are essentially also employees of Apollo, which means the paperwork might not have gone through, but had this situation happened maybe 2 weeks in advance, we would still have this kind of access to this information. And to be honest, we're quite worried that something might have happened to her, and we would like to get to the bottom of it as her friends.
So what are you trying to use there? What approach?
Let's go with... I feel like it'd be either flair or guile.
Yeah, that sounds like more of a guy, because Flair would be Flair's like a big, like, you listen to me! I'm not gonna leave! And like,
I'm a big person!
We're just so worried!
Yeah. Like that also, and just because we haven't done a ton of combats, especially social ones, so I want us to like try to be able to start thinking about it.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
That could be like intellect as well. Like you're trying to reason out, like here are all the reasons you should be doing this.
Yeah, then I wasn't really thinking about intellect as
it could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of different.
Let's do it on intellect then, because that's kind of what I was actually trying to use.
Great, and those things do matter because, like I said last time, I think some NPCs are better at opposing different things.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
So what you use might be good or bad.
Yeah. Oh. I have an intellect of 1.
She rolled a 3.
Okay.
So she does beat your roll there.
She's got big brains.
She responds like, I understand these circumstances, but you have her contact information. I'm sure she's fine. It's just an hour or so after lunchtime. I can't give that information, and I just can't.
So whose turn is next?
Whose turn is next? Hers or Phil's?
Philbo.
Sorry, viewers. I would use intimidation if this weren't the accelerated, because that's something you can use in regular justice.
But if you wanted to intimidate them, it could be like a force roll to intimidate them to say like, you give me that or else I'm gonna go to the boss. Like it doesn't even have to be a physical threat. Like you don't want to be the one that stands in the way of us if she's I'm
gonna write a big expose.
But you already took your turn.
I know.
So you can't.
I can't.
And who knows if you'll ever get another one.
I could die
Just
in
pulls
this
out
social.
a bazooka and blows us all up.
Very possible because you can mix social and physical. Like, and that's the other interesting interesting thing too is like somebody pulls out a gun, you can try to talk them down, and they're taking shots at you, but you're being like, listen, buddy.
Listen, bullets. Don't
Or
hit
she's
me.
just like this.
Yeah.
Is anything else open?
I'm gonna.
No, but it's okay.
I'm gonna give the turn to the secretary.
Great. So she is going to. Interesting. Yeah, she is going to attempt to attack you because you started this with she's basically using intellect to try to explain very strictly, like, subsection B of the code of conduct for this company, blah, 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 means I cannot and will not and shall not ever, blah, 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 blah. Cool, so you'll defend with whatever feels like you would
What I would defend with.
So how would you defend against, like, a well-reasoned argument?
Flare.
I almost feel like it's still guile.
That's fine,
in a weird way.
Yeah.
Just
If
because,
you're
like,
still
it is
trying to
like,
keep
because
up
I
the-
don't care what she's saying. It's just that, like, I'm trying to keep this narrative going.
Makes sense to
You're
me.
being like a little slippery.
Yeah. So that is a good roll. That is 5.
Cool. So she is going to do nothing. Clearly that doesn't work. Makes it Phil's turn.
Cool. So I was thinking of something. Phil is like weirdly Columbo in some ways.
And just one more thing.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was like, but wait a second. She scheduled the lunch with us, but she knew she was taking a day off? Why would she schedule a lunch? You said that she planned this in advance. Why would she miss a lunch when she had specifically known in advance she was going to be doing something this day? That doesn't seem to match up.
What approach are you taking there?
Focus, because I'm like catching up with the
Wait a
details of
minute. Yeah.
what she's saying.
That's Phil's focus.
That is, how I focus. A 3.
She unfortunately rolled very well.
Very well. How much?
6.
Cool. Cool. Okay.
Good for her.
I was gonna try to use my trouble aspect.
And she
I'm not a sheeple. I know when I'm being lied to.
and she goes, well, I don't know. It sounds like she took a personal day and then scheduled a lunch with her friends. That sounds like something someone would do.
I mean, it really does.
Whose turn is it?
But she didn't tell us that she was gonna. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Whose turn is it?
Your turn.
All right.
It's only the 4 of us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it resets
yeah.
the order. Yeah.
Attack her with your birds, Heather.
Go, my bird.
Find her eyes.
I remember you have a boost.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dropping a dice. So that's just a +2 to something.
+2
I got
to
it.
something.
I got it. I got it with my foot.
Bribe them.
Bribing is an option.
Yeah, so I'm just I'm gonna charm again. Just with look, you know, I mean, you can tell we're nice people. You know, we just really want to look out for her. We're not gonna do anything weird or creepy with her address. So, if you could just give that to us, that'd be good. That is, I am going to use my boost because that is a 2, so 4.
She has rolled a 4 as well.
Okay, so it's another
Yes.
tie then.
And you could spend fate points to boost that in some way if you so choose, but as of now it's a tie. You would get a boost for the next turn.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend a box to get +2 for my charm.
Cool. Oh, right, because you can spend your love points to.
Love poem.
So she
Love
takes 2.
point, baby.
She takes 2 stress, and she goes, "Ow, my reasoning." And you can she's softening a little bit of this. I really want to help you. I really do. I am bound by the rules here, and you can see she's kind of starting to sweat a little bit. Whose turn is it?
It's Audrey's turn again.
Okay.
Same order.
She's starting to.
I'm the bat. You know, the first hit, second hit, and then I come in with the home run.
Yeah,
It hasn't worked yet.
Yeah, and get 3 points.
You're just building up.
There's just one more.
One more thing.
Wait, you said she's starting to sweat a bit.
Just a little.
I have a question out of character.
Take your hat off.
Take my.
What is sweat?
Can you explain to me?
Be sweat.
What? What are sweat?
Yeah.
So, question about the indebted boxes.
Yes.
2 parts.
Yes.
How do they become unchecked? Like,
Undebted.
how do I pay my debts? Is my question. And then, if I take more, can I check off more boxes than I have and take additional stress?
So here's how this works. So that is its own. Think of that not quite as a stress track, so much as like its own specific special track.
Right.
If you get to the the way you work it off is the same way you would pay somebody back in real life. You do something for them.
Right.
And so right now you owe 1 to the newspaper and 1 to your contact.
I owe 1 to one to
whose name, by
Maxine.
the way, I don't think I've told you, is Levon Gray.
Okay, that's the former Apollo cultist.
Correct.
Okay.
So you can only take as much as you have.
Right.
You can take more, but you default on past debts. And so, like, if you defaulted on that cultist, like, something would happen. Maybe, like, they would have needed something from you and they couldn't get it, and so now they've been, like, taken back in.
Vanished.
Or they just hate you so much that, like, now they're working against you, or they don't want anything to do with you anymore, blah, blah, blah. So that's what happens if you take on more debt than you can take.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to. I want to sort of. Yeah, I guess I can intimidate as a journalist, somewhat, and be like, you know, it's unusual for her to not be answering our phone calls like this, and we're afraid that it's starting to sound like
For her safety.
We're afraid for her safety. It's starting to sound like you're trying to hide something or cover something up. And should this be an incident where this person is in trouble, do you really want your name to be in the paper as someone who did not cooperate with the investigation?
What approach are you taking? Because that sounds a little forceful, a little bit guile, could be a lot of different things.
Let's go guile-y.
Great.
Let's go guile, everybody. Okay.
Nice.
A guile of 4.
She's also rolled a 4.
So we just butt heads and then sweat it out together?
So unless you tap any aspects or anything, you're going to get a boost, but no damage will go through. There's a lot of ties in this one.
Yeah.
She's very good at her job.
Yeah.
And I'll say, just so you guys get a peek behind the scenes, she literally is very good at her job, and that gives her a bonus.
Yeah.
And then there are some approaches that she is better at opposing because of who she is.
Okay.
So, yeah. So in this case, you've tied, so you could either tap aspects, paying fate points if you felt like it, or you could increase that.
Yeah.
Or you could take a boost for your next turn and deal no damage this turn.
Can, since Heather made her sweaty, can I tap that aspect?
That's not actually which maybe it should have
He's
been.
describing stress.
That I'm
Okay.
just kind of like,
She's
yeah.
okay.
She doesn't have any conditions on her that you could.
That I can tag.
Right.
Okay,
If she did, yes, you absolutely could.
Right. I'm gonna tag her sweat. I'm gonna tag my own maximal journalistic integrity.
Yeah, especially
aspect.
because the way you put it, absolutely.
Right, and I'm going to give you that
Yes. It's for me now.
Yeah.
Cool. Whose turn is it? She takes a little bit of her heart hurts from the questioning. Same, like she's like, I please keep my name out of anything that you do. I'm just a secretary. I don't want anything to do with this. I can't give this to you, but like, don't put me in a paper. Like, I don't want to be in a newspaper. That's like, don't do that. Whose turn is it?
I'm gonna say freedom of press, lady, and then pass it to
And put your hat back on.
I'm
There's a lot of hats on.
that was
That's
a pencil
behind you.
behind my ear.
Fair enough.
You probably do have a fedora with a press thing in it.
Oh my god. That I wear just for fun.
For fun at home.
So you're going all in on Phil's turn.
Yeah. Well, she was sort of supposed to help us out with this thing we're doing for Apollo, like as a personal favor for Apollo.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, like, it's going to be... I mean, she was supposed to be able to she was supposed to help us with this, and I guess we can just go ask Apollo and bother him about these, like, minor details.
Uh-oh. What approach are you taking there?
That would be force.
Yep.
Also, what are you at, friend?
0.
1. I think I want to tap my trouble aspect, which is not a sheeple man.
Mm-hmm.
Not a sheeple common man.
Yeah.
Sheeple man.
Sheeple man.
My favorite
Sheeple man
superhero.
away!
Yeah, because he's used to... He knows how to deal with people who are, like, in the box.
Yeah.
Like,
I was once like you.
Great. So with that,
Never.
she explodes.
She does. She blows up.
She socially dies.
Yeah, we socially killed her.
God.
So you have
Threaten her.
won this conflict. She is taken out, so you guys get to decide what the result of that is.
She's
Let's do it.
dead.
Not in this case, though.
Turns into a bear.
Technically,
Bear.
that is an option because of how this played out.
Exits left, pursued by a bear.
Yes. So I'll say you can probably you want to get her address,
Or if they have like a corporate find my friend.
Or maybe
they don't have a corporate find my friend.
maybe even something that I feel like we tried this before and it didn't go over well, but I was gonna say something that smells like her, and I can so that as a cat I can
She
track
gives
that.
you something that smells like
Well,
her.
if I
It's something that smells like.
Well, I mean,
We're not doing anything creepy, I swear.
well, I mean, like if she's the one who normally works at that desk, right?
No.
No, this is the front desk.
Oh, the front
secretary.
desk too.
Yeah.
I mean, but anything on her desk. A lot of people keep sweaters in their offices. Or
she'll
We'd have to go up to her office.
Yeah.
Next to Apollo.
she'll if that's what you want, she'll let you do that, but you can't have like everything.
Of
Yeah.
everything.
I'll have
She
one of everything.
transfers ownership of the company to us.
You win. You beat it.
We win the whole game.
So I'll say you can get one because it was like she basically took herself out. You can get one concession of something she'll do for you, and you can also put one aspect on her that relates to this. That you'll know an aspect of her that's related to this conflict somehow. So something like don't put me in the paper, like that kind of thing of like.
Afraid of publicity.
Yeah, or like something where you'll know if you deal with this person from now on that's like, oh, she doesn't want to deal with that, so I can use that against her.
That's
that
a
type of
great
thing.
one.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a
I'll
good
put
one.
that down with a semicolon.
And I'm just gonna go back in time and say that as I was doing that, I looked at her nameplate and was like, not Vanessa.
Susan Botsworth.
Susan Botsworth hyphen Anthony.
Yep. Cool. So, what do you want? Do you want the address? Do you want the smelling thing?
I don't think it worked very well last time, if I remember.
Well, I think we were talking about how cats' sense of smell is not like tracking type of.
It's not like a.
It's not. You're not a werebloodhound.
It's
So
good.
that would be very, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than a human sense of smell, but it's not like a lot better.
Like that video
Yeah, it's not-
where the mouse is hiding. You remember? Seen that video where a mouse is hiding from a cat? And it's like underneath a car, and the mouse is on the wheel well, and the cat is like trying to find where this mouse left, and this mouse is just sitting on the wheel well.
They're more visual, like motion.
Yeah.
But I figured
They
it could like
definitely are.
smell the mouse. Was
It knows
still
it's somewhere.
Here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
But I don't think you could like follow a trail.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. It's not like.
they're not tracking.
Yeah, I
mouse.
can't really
Ambush
do the
hunters.
equivalent of like a tracking
Wolves
spell.
are like
My
Yeah.
only closest thing to that is Media Frenzy, and I would have to mark 5 indebted.
Gotcha.
to know the location of her.
Yep. Cool. So she gives you her address and says, "Please leave. This has been a stressful day for me. I don't like this."
Well, thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry we stressed you out, and I hand her some more Marconas. Because I just have a bunch of...
This day just turned right around.
I think my purse is just like half full of Marcona
And half
satchels.
full of business cards.
Yep.
Little heart-shaped business cards.
Yep.
By Moo.
Cool. So what's the? Are you guys going to go to that address?
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah.
I'm
Reckon.
guessing that's her home address, the one that's.
Yes. And it's about a half hour away or so.
What time is it now?
Arizona's so spread out.
Yeah. Or
Says the
yeah, I
person
guess
who
actually
lives
doesn't make
in
sense. 15, 20 minutes away, let's say. It's about 2 p.m. It's been about, let's say, 45 minutes since you got the. Maybe let's say a full hour because that was a little bit of a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been about an hour since you got the texts.
Okay. So Heather's got like a date at 7, so I just...
Yeah, she really wants
So I
to
can
get
either
this out.
cancel that or, yeah.
Oh no.
Everyone give me a
fate point.
fate point. Everyone give me a focus check.
Gladly.
Are we all focusing on the clock to know what time it is? Oh,
That
4.
is 0.
-1.
Weirdly, Phil is the most
Yeah.
focused.
He's very focused. He spends hours like
Yeah.
twisting glass,
Yeah.
like getting the exact thing right.
It does take a lot of focus.
Yeah.
The blood glass.
Heather's just thinking about the date. That's like the only...
I was spending most of the time in that conversation plotting ways to turn into a cat and knock things off of her desk.
As you're leaving, so you guys are leaving the office,
Mm-hmm.
and you. Sorry, this is perfect. So you guys are leaving the office, and you turn around just to say, "And one more thing." And you just see Susan is just kind of like leaned back in her chair, and she's still like, but she's like gone, just like blank.
Oh.
What? Oh, everything. Sorry,
Oh,
stressed out, got a little sleepy.
no problem. Catch you on the flip side.
Is that good?
Yes.
I'll catch you there too then.
And then I walk out a little bit. Does she go blank again?
No, she starts typing.
A different
Who
kind
else
of
went
one.
blank? Someone else went blank, didn't they? Someone else was like pseudo-possessed. Weirdly?
Oh, baby.
Am I making this up?
I'm not certain.
Yes. Yes.
Very possible. I don't remember.
The woman who speaks for the Phoenix also did that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But
That's just as a vessel for the...
yeah. She was like, but while she was literally speaking for the Phoenix, she like.
Well,
checked
we
out.
have another deity level thing that's
Yeah.
could possibly take possession of. She just went blank. Like, how did she look?
Like this. Here, I'll do it for you. Type.
Oh, he's so good.
Type.
Oh, okay.
Like for a good, couple seconds while you were watching, because you were leaving and then turned
Yeah.
around and saw it for a second too.
She just have a stroke.
Make a focus
What does
check.
that mean?
A stroke is.
A stroke check.
Okay.
Phil, you okay? You drove us here.
Y-
Yeah, we're waiting by the car.
Oh,
Can you unlock it?
it doesn't have any locks. It's a Jeep.
Okay.
You can just open the doors. Yeah, as we were walking out, Susan, was it Susan?
Yeah.
Anthony.
Susan, B. Anthony. Susan just went blank for a second.
Like how? Like just...
Like she was typing and then she just
Spaced out?
went,
She looks like
And then-
a dead fish, like that.
yeah, like kind of really,
Strange.
That's accurate. Just so you know.
yeah, like she was not there for a second. Isn't that kind of like what happened with the Phoenix? Remember when that lady was talking to the Phoenix and then she was like all And then was like, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, that's very odd.
Yeah, I guess I just attributed that to, like, her brain being taken over by the Phoenix at the time she was speaking.
Exactly.
I mean, I guess it's a theory.
I don't know. It's worth mulling over, but I think we need to get to Vanessa's house as
should.
quickly as
This
possible.
is definitely more pressing.
Of course.
You get a text that says HM space HRY.
Home, hurry.
Home, hurry. Okay, well,
I think
we
I'm
should
getting
head there.
this. Let's go.
Good job, Phil.
I peel off.
Cool. So you start driving towards the house, and you are on like a kind of like side road, and in front of you, in front and above the car, a portal opens up, and a ball of fire slams down into the road at your car.
Does this portal look like the one we saw at the wedding?
Very much so. I'm gonna need.
Is it blue or orange?
It's. I don't remember what the other one was, so that's a very good question.
I'm
I would
just
guess
kidding.
orange, probably.
Yeah, orange shapes, right?
Oh, you're making a portal joke. Good. I couldn't remember if I had done different ones.
No.
Cool.
No, just a portal joke.
Phil, I'm gonna need a haste roll.
Haste roll. It's 4.
That succeeds. So this suddenly this portal opens up of the sky kind of in front and above you.
Yeah.
Fireball zips out and slams right into where your car is, and you just jerk out of the way real quickly.
Up onto the
sidewalk. There's no people around. It's kind of a side street, so you guys are going. But that happens. Give me so this is going to be a contest of sorts. You need to get to the house before you get incinerated.
Okay. Wonderful.
So let's think of how to do that. So
it's going to be attack rolls with me defending.
Basically, yes.
The fire is attacking.
Actually, let's say that.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I'm being attacked by the darkness.
the first one was haste, but you can so the way this works, it's kind of like a chase. So basically,
Chase.
you guys will make rolls with the against this thing, and you'll try to get there before whatever happens. You guys can each basically you get one big turn, and you guys can attempt to help Phil if you can give him some kind of advantage.
Okay, so we can put aspects on
Exactly.
him,
If you can think of ways to do that,
Yeah.
you can do that before his roll. So, you guys go ahead and we'll do round 1
Okay.
attack, and you guys get to decide how you want to help, if you want to help.
Sure, I should just go last and
You'll do the final roll.
Got it.
And you can help. You don't have to. It can help, but it probably also could hurt if you do badly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I will matchmake the fireball with a spot on the ground.
I will blind the portal with sand.
Who's going first?
you
Essentially,
guys don't have
We're
to.
just kind
There's
of
no order
discussing.
right now.
Okay.
You guys
Okay,
can do.
so
what
I
you're
think
gonna
I
do.
am going to charm Phil in a you've got this, you can do
Boost
this.
him up.
Yeah.
What's that? Is that a guile?
It's a guile.
Guile's not necessarily lying. It's just trying to
Being charming.
finesse a situation.
Yeah,
charming.
because I don't. And here's the thing: I think Heather doesn't secretly think he's a good driver.
Probably
he's
objectively
probably
not the best
not
driver.
the best driver. So it would be guile in
No.
that sense. Where
Yeah, fair enough.
He's probably good on surface streets.
So
He has an off-road Jeep.
Uh,
He probably spends a lot of time.
So let's say you're trying to beat
one around.
a 4. Actually, let's say you're trying to beat a 3.
Fireball is a 3.
You're trying to beat a 3 for these help rolls.
I will say Phil is not currently high
yeah,
because we've been together all day and he hasn't had
Yep.
a chance to.
hasn't had that secret weed lollipop that
No,
is just
no.
let's see. He's old school anyway. I don't think he knows
Yeah, he
what
is
Let's
Just
see.
dubers.
So that is
Just dubers. Dubers only.
that is a 2, so that's not gonna.
Cool. So that's just kind of a not success.
Yeah, just, you can do it.
That's not. Let's say that's not low enough to like actively harm, but it's not high enough to actively help either. Is there anything you would like to do? And keep in mind, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You can go off script of this in any way that you want to. Like, by no means do you have to play this to completion. If you do want to keep driving to the place, though, you'll have to contend with
Does
this.
the portal close after the fireball?
Yeah, it's like open, fireball,
Fireball,
close,
got it.
open, fireball, close.
Okay, so it I might have to wait just based on the information I want to gain before making this move.
Mm-hmm.
Is this does it appear? And it's okay if I need to wait until the
Yeah.
second fireball to learn this. But does it appear that the portal and that these fireballs are like have the ability to track us as a party or Phil or the car?
Only one shot out. So
Only
far.
one shut out, so I don't know.
It would be hard to make a
You
pattern.
can tell from the first one that it was like aiming clearly at just the hood of the car, like at the car.
Yeah.
But without further experimentation,
It didn't like when I jerked out of the way. The fireball didn't like follow.
right. It hit where your car was a second before.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might. Can I do nothing?
You absolutely can do nothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll do nothing. My best move yet.
I'm gonna think this is moving to focus.
Sure.
Because haste
Yeah,
was the
you're watching for
I'm
it and waiting
watching.
for it.
I'm looking at all the mirrors.
Yeah, the first one was haste because it was so sudden,
Yeah, it was
but
so
this
sudden,
absolutely.
Of course.
This is your nightmare of a driver's ed test.
This is a 3.
This is a 2.
Okay.
Make that a 4.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Well, that was almost a
A
really good catch.
4.
Dan, that illustrates what just happened. Also.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know if there's anything any aspect that I have that will, except maybe life of a traveler.
You've had to dodge things on the road before.
I've had to dodge things people were throwing at me before.
Or you're
I'm gonna
familiar
throw
with
this
the
right
road.
back
I
at
buy it. All right, so you succeed on that roll.
I feel like Phil has had to drive away real quick as people threw beer bottles at him.
So that's 1 success for you guys, and it is first to 3 success wins.
Got it.
Yeah. Second round, same as the pound.
Whew.
And that fireball came down, and again, like, was right up at the curb where you guys were, and Phil again just waited for a perfect moment, just kind of jerked out of the way, and
Or just like stopped.
yeah, and the fireball hit a stop sign, and just like the stop sign
Slacked it.
like slagged and also like tossed off in the other direction. Like
Okay,
there's
so it has,
force
like,
behind
it
this
has
also.
mass.
Fire and force to it. Yeah.
Guys, help! What do I do?
So I'm gonna try to do another charm.
On Phil.
Yeah, on Phil.
Same thing, gotta be to 3.
Yeah, where it's
that
just where it's just like those are other cars that are in the way. It's not. Don't think about it being fireballs. It's just
Okay.
fine.
It's like when I
Or
snuck onto
he's
the
probably-
backstage and there was those pyro effects.
He probably isn't afraid of fire, though. You have to work with it all the time. Well,
Yeah.
no. Well,
Yeah. I mean, no.
So that is a 5.
Great. So that's gonna give Phil a boost.
An aspect?
A boost.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. This is not a create an aspect. This is overcome an advantage, basically,
Got it.
to try to help you out and get through this. Anything you'd like to do? And
Yeah.
again, it doesn't have to just be that. You can do anything that you want to do.
Well, this Jeep doesn't have windows or a ceiling, so I'm going
Correct.
to leap out of it and then mid-leap become a cat
Ooh.
and try running ahead on the road in sort of like a zigzag.
Great. Perfect. Give me
Or targets.
give me a haste, I would say, because you're
Yeah.
trying to like get quickly.
Yeah. Oh, that is a haste of 1.
1. Not enough to help, but not enough to fail.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you do? Get back in the car!
It's like those cats that like do that leap that they misjudge. And
It's just kind of running next to. Cool. So you have a boost to this.
I have a boost.
Yes.
Cat boost.
Cat boost.
You're welcome.
No charm boost.
One less, and you would have gotten in the way of the car.
I know. Oh, low 505 called it.
Yeah. So what are we rolling against? I got a 0 on the dice, which makes it a 3 focus. Okay.
This is a 4.
Okay, but I have a boost.
You have a
boost.
boost.
Just gives me 2.
Yes.
Woo! No fate points.
Great. So again, like this portal opens up, and it's close this time. Like it's almost ground level, and just shoots one. Like you're jumping out forward, and it shoots under where you're jumping, and Phil just like jerks again to the right, and it just keeps going. Like it's horizontal. It just keeps going down the road, and you don't see where it explodes. It's just going somewhere down the road.
The real straight streets.
So you have 2 successes, and you need 3 to get safely to the apartment, house,
Got it.
whatever. Same thing. Either can go.
Yes, I'm gonna charm again and just go like we're almost there.
You're right.
We're so close.
No, you're not.
So that is 6.
Cool. So you not only succeed, but with style. So Phil gets a boost, and you get a boost as well.
Boost.
Boost and boost.
Boost Mobile. This episode brought to you by
By Firefox.
no, Fire Cat.
Fireball.
Fair enough.
Fireball.
Fireball whiskey.
Yep. Everyone's favorite.
We're gonna get sued. We mentioned so many names.
Yeah, Fireball needs it.
Fireball Moo
Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Moo.
I'm gonna just keep doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
try to run that
I
interference
almost wanted
pattern.
to do it as like a flare thing, but my flare's really low as a cat.
Yeah, it's up to you.
But
It could have different circumstances based on how you choose to do it. Like, if you fail at flare or succeed with flare, it's different than failing or succeeding with haste. You know?
yeah, I'm gonna just do a flare then, because just to see if the fireball behaves differently.
Raging Mr. Rick.
Yeah, just got to beat 3.
I'm just like bouncing off signs and stuff, just making a big show.
Yep.
Park cat.
It's
Park
a big
cat.
show. Park cat.
Oh, -1.
Cool.
Oh no.
So that is a big time failure, and doesn't give Phil a penalty.
Okay.
So we'll resolve this. So you have your success from.
Okay.
Oh man, I rolled poorly.
I rolled poorly.
4 as well.
Poorly.
So with your boost, that's a 6.
It's a 6.
So you do succeed.
Oh no.
A second portal opens up.
And I am immediately swallowed.
You've certainly gotten their attention.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm a flare cat now.
so roll to defend however you would defend against a fireball hurtling at you.
Haste.
Fair enough.
Jump.
Okay, I have a haste of 4.
And they rolled. Not the
It's a gender neutral fireball.
exactly. That's exactly right. It's just it's a something. It's an it. It's
slightly yonic. If it's a portal.
fair enough. They rolled.
Like this.
That looks like a vagina. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what yonic means.
Oh, is that?
It's the
Oh, is
opposite
it
of
a
phallic.
phallic?
Yeah. Well, not the opposite.
Well, now we know what
It
to
is
name
the
2 dogs if
female
we get 2 dogs ever.
Yanni and Fally.
Yeah.
You rolled a 4. You said.
Yes.
4. They rolled 10.
10? Holy shit.
Can I give somebody
So that's
that?
6 stress of damage.
Okay.
As of now, that's with the roll. You could attempt to, if you have pertinent aspects that you wanted to attempt to pay fate points for, you could.
6 stress. Oh wait, you can take 6 stress.
How much do you have to...
There's 6 stress boxes.
There's 6 boxes, yeah.
You can take 6 stress, but that means if you take even one more before regaining it,
You become in
you'll
peril.
be counted out and or have to take circumstances.
Can I use my boost to try to help her?
Boost is self-only.
Okay, that's self only.
Yeah.
How selfish of you. Well, I do have other slots for additional aspects.
Well, also one of your main aspects is
Like,
that you're a werecat.
Werecat certainly could be an applicable one.
Okay.
Like you know how to like...
Every time I throw a fireball at a bobcat, it jumps out of the way.
Yeah,
so.
like you're a quick little agile werecat. Like that could knock it down by 2, certainly.
Or what if I used Beast Collar and just made it an automatic success?
I would say you would probably have to do that at the start of the roll, which you would get back the 2 fate points.
Yeah.
That's more, I think, not to stop a failure that already happened, but stop a failure from happening, which is very fair. If you want to do that, we can absolutely do that.
Let's instead, because I want to play this fairly, I can tag Werecat as an aspect.
Cool. So
Right.
pay me 1. That takes it down to 4 stress.
Okay. Also, does scale have anything to do with this?
Scale does have something to do with this, which is why there was so much damage.
Okay. Because I am supernatural as my scale.
You do not outscale these fireballs, I will say.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
No.
But good thinking.
And I'm also going to tag student. No.
Whoa, you've been in chemistry.
Well,
That's also the same
book
aspect.
burning. I read
yeah.
Fahrenheit 451, and book burning is wrong, so
Yeah.
I won't burn.
So I won't
So
burn.
I
'cause I'm a
won't
book.
burn because I'm.
By the way, I'm a werebook.
As a cat, I can turn into a book.
Yes, but only as a cat.
But only as a cat. As a human,
When you're a
I can
person,
turn
you
into-
can't, so you have to turn into a cat, then a book. And then if you go back to person, you're a book about cat. Reading yourself.
You're reading Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
But
I'm Dr.
also,
Seuss.
when you're a cat, you don't know what a book is, so you can turn into a
Right,
book.
but it's what
but-
you think a book is.
Yeah, it's what you think
Which
a
is
book
a
is.
mouse.
Which is a mouse, yeah.
which is a stack of papers that are really important.
Help us.
Yeah.
Anyone.
We're caught in jokes.
I'm also going to tag. Does this work? If I tag hunted by lifelock to mean I have become, because I am hunted, I have become better at outrunning things that are
Very
hunting me.
twitchy.
I'm very twitchy.
I could get that. I could get behind that. It takes it down to 2 stress.
Cool, and I will take the 2 stress.
That's fair.
Little singe tail on me.
Huh. Got a singed tail.
No one will take me to the winter formal now.
It's a very short singe tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because bobcats are only like...
Oh yeah. So that is 3. So you dodge this last fireball and just like floor it, go like drift around a curve through a red light, and get to the house. And you see Vanessa standing in front of her front driveway, looking around and like looking at the car as you, and just kind of like hands up like, I'm here.
Yeah. Like up onto her sidewalk.
Get in!
She gets in.
Because we don't know if there's more fireballs. We gotta
Yeah.
get going.
Drive away.
So she gets in the car and let me think about this for 1 second. Actually,
Wow.
it's been like an hour and 10. Let's take a quick break.
Oh yeah.
It's not for me to think. It's not for me to think.
It's because we all need to pee.
Yeah,
We
that's
all
it.
have to pee together.
That's the ticket. We'll be right back.
We're all
in,
gonna pee.
Like 5 minutes, and then we'll
Yeah,
see
5
what
minutes.
happens.
I'll want some
1 minute.
chippies. God bless us all.
All right, we're back. If you weren't with us before, watch the video later.
are
This
now.
is how I talk. We're going to talk about videos.
God, why is that continuing?
I don't know.
I like it.
Great. So I said I was going to think, and then I didn't. So we're going to roll with it. So Vanessa gets in the car, and she is like looking rough.
Sexy.
That's up to you.
I'm gonna initiate a social combat to see whether or not she's
Sexy.
sexy. That's
Enough to be in my car? Oh god, no, worse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you lose. Cool. So she gets in, and she immediately closes her eyes and says, "Don't tell me where we're going. Take me somewhere safe."
Okay. Where are we going? Should I not tell you?
Me?
Should I not tell you?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell her if you tell me. And she says, "I'll close my ears if you need to. Don't tell me anything. Don't let me know anything until we get there."
Okay.
So Heather just mouths the words, "Were creature camp."
Oh, okay. I was just gonna.
It's gonna translate so well into a podcast.
Oh yeah.
Or
That's fine.
I'll maybe she says or French fry heaven.
Oh.
Since we are being inundated with fireballs,
Yeah.
that might be good to go to.
Okay.
I will say French fry heaven for the listener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since that was a visual.
We don't want to go. We're just like mouthing. So we don't want to go to my house.
No,
But it's made out of earth.
I hate it.
Fire,
I hate
fire
it.
and
It's
earth.
terrible.
It doesn't burn. Anyway, okay.
Okay,
To
so
French fry heaven we go.
okay, so you drive there. It takes a little time.
No more fireballs?
No more fireballs.
Better not. Or I'll blind them.
And your car is like holding up real well. What kind of car did you? You have a Jeep. It's an old Jeep.
It's an old off-road capable Jeep.
Very
with
good.
No doors.
Very good. So you drive to French Fry Heaven, which we
soft top.
went to last episode, I think.
We did.
We
Yeah.
did. We met.
Mannequin Angel of Peace.
Right.
Proprietor.
And that
Angel
is
of
a
Pieces.
designated neutral zone.
Yeah.
So you guys get there and drive up, and she gets out of the car when you tell her to, and she's still like eyes closed, trying to like keep her ears covered.
Is this like Stranger Things? Is this just gonna turn?
Don't spoil season 2 because I haven't watched it yet.
Okay, never mind.
When they go to French fry heaven in season 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he hasn't seen that part of French Fry Heaven things too.
I haven't been watching it because I've been worried I'll get scared.
Oh.
Because I watched the first one and I got scared at night.
Yeah. It's a little scary.
It's not even that scary, but I have the capacity to
You're not in
imagine.
Idaho.
That's-
Or wherever.
I could
Indiana.
I could be anywhere. I don't know where.
Indiana. It's in Indiana.
So you guys get her out of the car and kind of hustle in, and she's like eyes closed, trying not to like see where. So I'm assuming somebody's leading her.
Trying not to see where creature.
Oh, book. And you get inside, and the kid at the counter is like, "Hey, welcome to French Fry Heaven. Is there anything I can?"
Oh, now she knows.
She can know when
She had her ears
Yeah.
covered, and she when you guys get inside, she opens her eyes and looks around and goes like, "Is this a safe place?"
I think so.
And Manikel comes out of the back when he hears you shushing.
Yeah.
Hey, who's being? Oh, what do you think you're doing?
What do you mean, what do you think I'm doing?
You don't respect my establishment. I'm so nice to you, and you don't respect my establishment.
What do you mean? I love your establishment.
You bring your wars into my establishment? You bring your conflicts into my house of peace?
Yeah, we're interested in peace.
You're not here just to... I feel it. I feel it radiating off of you, man. And I feel it on all of you. I trusted you to respect that this place is a place of peace, and you come here trying to... Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying. I'm going to tell you the truth.
You come here trying to hide out? To hide somebody?
So, let me just get this straight.
You making
Manny.
me harbor a fugitive?
No. Manny, let me get this straight. So,
Just
people...
one more.
One more thing. No, I'm just... Manny, if one side wants peace and the other side wants war, doesn't the one side want peace? I want peace. I don't want
Sure.
to mess with anyone. Manny, fireballs just shot out of the sky at me.
That's none of my business. I'm here to make milkshakes and French fries and the occasional hot dog.
I'm here to eat. You have hot dogs?
Yeah. Nobody.
Yeah, I'll take a hot dog.
You can have one hot dog, but you're taking it to go. You cannot bring. I'm going to level with you. And as he's talking, like kind of like shining like wings come off,
Yeah.
like you like the feeling of wings,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even necessarily that they're there. You just like feel this angelic presence.
Yeah.
And he starts to get like a little more serious. And says, I will not be party to your wars. I refuse. I refuse you entry into my place of peace. Do not bring your wars into my home.
Okay, cover your ears again.
You can have one milkshake each to go.
It's fine, Manny. I thought that this was a place where people could go if they wanted to be safe, but I guess not.
It's not.
Peace out.
Oh, that's funny. Get out.
Okay. Cover your eyes and ears again.
And she's leaving, going like, no, it's too late. They know I'm here.
But that's fine. We won't be here for very long. Cover your eyes and ears, though.
Okay. She covers them. And, yeah.
Okay, we can get in the car.
So you go outside, and there is a portal opening,
Yeah.
and 3 fire demons jumping out and leaping on your car.
Are these the same thing as the Sun Devils?
Yes, at
Okay.
the wedding. And they go first.
Okay,
Yeah, actually, whoever has the highest haste,
Am I a cat? I guess that's a question I should
that
ask
is a question you
myself.
should ask yourself. Yes. Would you have turned
That's so
back?
funny. That's so funny. We walk into this fucking French fry heaven with just like a woman covering her ears, a bobcat.
And a hippie.
And they don't find that weird.
They don't. No, they don't.
Yeah, it's a question for you. And yes, he did give you a hot dog.
Hot dogs.
But it's up to you if you took it or not.
I'm disgusted with Manny.
He ate it himself then.
He just angrily ate them.
No, I'm mad. I mean, I
Yeah.
thought that like
Yeah.
French fry heaven was a place you could go if you didn't want to fight.
Thought
I
it
feel
could be
betrayed
a
by
French fry
Manny.
haven.
And he
Really
wanted.
not.
It's not a place you can go. It is a place you can go if you don't want to fight, but it's not a place you can bring a fight to.
I
He's.
didn't want to fight.
You brought him a fight anyway.
We didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm mad though.
He's mad too.
He's man.
Um,
Cal.
I'm gonna have just remained. Well, I feel like maybe after being hit, I would have like transformed back into it.
It's absolutely up to you. Either way is fully acceptable.
You could remain a cat if you wanted to. You
Yeah.
can't turn into a cat again though if you're not a cat.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna remain as a cat. Then.
Great, absolutely. Let's have you go first then, because you've got quick cat-like
I-
reflexes.
I'm a cat, and I will have stayed outside while we went into that French fry heaven. I guess. I didn't.
You could have went in.
Oh, as a cat.
Oh yeah. He would know that it's you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's an angel, so he doesn't.
Yeah.
Not
It's like
surprised.
not weird. Like a troll could walk in, and has walked in. There is, in fact, a troll that's there often, but they're not a part of the story yet.
Yet.
You guys haven't met
Are they
yet.
the hot dog?
No, they're not the hot dog. You have not yet met Ambassador Kruk Rocktusk.
That's awesome.
Whoa, okay.
Spoilers for who knows when. They're not even part of the story yet.
Boil alert!
They're in the spreadsheet, though.
Boil alert.
Because they got boils, that gross woody
That's
monsters.
true. That's true.
So you said I'm going first. What am I doing?
So it's up to you. There's 3 fiery monsters who leaped
yes.
out, got on top of the Jeep, and are looking like they want to start wrecking Jeeps.
Oh my god!
My Jeep!
Oh man. I'm going to, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna use Beast Collar.
Mm-hmm.
And like initiate a physical attack on these guys, and
And you're adding +4 to the roll is the Beast Collar thing, I guess?
can I preemptively say that it's an automatic success to
Not with an attack.
It's
No,
it's
no.
to overcome an obstacle.
Yeah. That's like, I need to get like quickly get to this thing, or
Okay.
I need to push this thing away,
Someone's
or
locked the gate. I need to
yeah.
get past it.
Attack is the only one that you can't use that to. Yeah, but you can get +4 to the attack.
Yeah,
roll.
I'm gonna get +4 to whichever demon is closest to me.
Yeah, they're all one group.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
I'm
don't have
just
to worry
gonna
too much about which one you're.
Jump at him and start ripping flesh apart.
Well, is it flesh?
Fire flesh.
Yeah, sure.
Hot flesh.
So this is haste, I assume?
Yeah.
That's cocked. Ooh.
Okay. That brings me to 4, which adding 4 is 8.
Ooh. Wow. So you wait.
So my haste is normally at 3. I rolled a +1, and then I have +4 because of Beast Collar.
Oh, because of the beast collar. Right. Cool. So they rolled pretty well, but not nearly that well. You rolled how much? 8?
8.
Bull. So you
Cool.
like the three things are like on top of the car, and you just leap over the car, grab one by the throat midair, and take it over the car down to the ground,
Like
and
a
just
treat.
maul it. Yeah, exactly like a treat.
Just like a treat.
Who's next?
Phil.
Okay. Get off my car! And he screws up his little face and just.
Oh no, you screwed up your face.
I know.
Your face is all screwed up
It's all
now.
screwed
His
up.
little
He,
face.
like when he does magic, he like kind of.
Yeah.
He makes his focus face.
Yeah, he makes it. And he
Thinking
basically, assuming that we're in like a parking lot, right?
Yes.
There's a couple of broken bottles.
Absolutely.
Like, next to
Absolutely,
a
there's
dumpster, and
broken
he just
bottle.
whips them at him.
Great.
Uh-oh!
Whoop.
Oh,
Oh.
sounds like this could be good.
Nope.
Nope, never mind.
Nope, they got a lot.
A good roll.
What are we rolling at?
They are only at a 3.
So I am at a. Oh no, it's on focus.
Yeah. Is that that's your magical practitioner thing?
Yeah. One of them's at haste. Okay, I was
Right. The blind's at haste. Yeah.
So that is -2 to my focus, which is 1. And they rolled what?
3.
Yeah, no.
Cool. So they succeed.
So like these bottles clatter onto the side of the truck and just shatter.
Yeah, absolutely. Whose turn is it?
Their turn.
Their turn. They are going to rampage all over your car.
Okay.
No, the car.
My Jeep.
My lovely lady Jeep.
So let's give your car a basic, just like a.
Force.
This is almost like an.
exist.
Yeah, this is like a more of an overcome for them than an actual attack.
Little
Post-it notes.
Thank you.
So let's give your car
Carla.
5 stress boxes. Carla.
Carla.
Your car's got 5 stress boxes, and it's got conditions just the same as a person, let's say. And we're just going to give it a base defense of 3.
So the car can be
Let's give it actually
indebted.
4, because it's a car. Car can't be indebted, but it can
Okay.
be in peril or
And doomed.
Or doomed.
AKA
Carla's
total.
doomed. Okay.
So we're giving it a base, just a straight up base defense of 4, which is like pretty good because it's a car and it's hard to like really
Oh,
hurt
yeah.
a car.
Jeep
Next game, I'm
also,
playing
so,
a
like-
car.
I will allow it. Not even a wear car. A car. Sentient,
just a car.
sentient car.
like the guys from the Chevron commercials.
Yes, exactly.
Which existed before Cars the movie.
It was based on me.
All right. So
Where's my residuals?
Where's my residue?
Ooh wee. So they rolled +2 and then 4. That is 6.
So
and,
the defense is 4.
and they're gonna pop that up to 8. So that's That doesn't go to you, actually. That goes to your car.
Sure.
Sure. Let's roll with that, as a car would. So
That's like our does.
they did 4 stress to your car.
Okay. And in this game, it takes up all 4 of the boxes.
Right. You could give your car a... you could mark in peril to get rid of, I think, 2? Is that right? In peril gets rid of
4
4.
and doomed is 6.
And doomed is 6.
Nope. Car's gonna take it all.
The car's going to take it like a champ.
Take it like a car.
Makes it your turn?
Ripping off mirrors and...
Yeah, they're just like going, like clawing up the top and like trying to like burn the upholstery.
Yeah.
And,
Does it appear that they're like searching for something or just destroying? Okay.
Fucking up my car.
I hate cars.
I'm gonna try to douse the whole mess with just my milkshake.
Like a, I would say that's. What approach do you think that is? Force?
Like maybe like
Flair?
maybe?
Intellect?
I think
This milkshake is
Maybe
so creamy.
Milkshakes are liquids.
maybe flair.
Yeah. I
I think that's Blair.
like, hey, jerks.
Hey,
Chew on this.
Just kidding. You can't chew on it. It's liquid. And it's cold.
They didn't roll well, so.
So that is 1.
They rolled -2.
A milkshake scared all the boys in the yard.
They don't like liquids.
So
Yeah, they're
quite
not- they're not
literally, you like sizzle, like you cover it with liquid, and this is like a very thick milk. Like
yeah.
Manny knows how to make a thick milkshake, and so this thing like coats it, and it just kind of like it doesn't die, but it just kind of like pops in a little portal and is like no, and like goes
sounds like
back to its whose turn is it? It goes back to the top of the order, so it's whoever.
It's Audrey's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right.
Yep.
I'm licking fire
Yeah, you are.
blood.
Oh yeah, it's like it's spicy.
It's spicy blood. It's spicy blood. So wait. So I've killed one of the demons. One.
Yes,
is-
you killed one. One
is-
went back to their home plane, and there's one left. Yeah.
I'm just gonna pounce on that. Try and take it out the same way I did before. And I can't use this. I can only use once per session, I believe.
Correct.
So this is gonna be another
Additional
haste.
cat murder.
Ooh. That brings my haste down to a 1.
And they rolled a 1 as well.
Okay.
So you would do no damage but get a boost on your next turn.
I'll take that boost.
Fair enough. Who's next? You have a choice of anyone.
Back to you, Heather. Get more milkshake.
Man can't even defend his own car.
Nope, he can't.
Yeah, Heather's gonna grab Phil's milkshake.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Are you gonna let her?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
One, he didn't even want the milkshake because he's mad at Manny.
Fair enough.
He was gonna toss it back out of the car at French fry heaven as he drove away.
It's not even his favorite flavor.
So that's 2.
Mint chip.
2 is
They rolled a 1. So this thing like kind of sizzles a little bit, and it doesn't like it. It's like trying to claw it out of his face, but it's still like on top of the car rampaging. Whose turn is it?
it's Phil's turn.
Phil.
Phil.
Phil Science, the science person. Copyright.
I said, get off my car, you little bastard! Better. Oops. Better.
Hey, you're getting some audience support.
Yep. Thank you.
It's a smart idea.
I got a 4.
They did not get a 4.
Okay.
What are you doing there?
I'm just scooping up the glass with my mind and like
Yeah, so
to try to claw at him with it.
great. So this thing like stares right in your face and just like takes its claw and like rakes it down the passenger side mirror and shatters it, and you just
And I pick up that mirror.
yeah.
That it shatters it and the mirror fragments go
Exactly.
bounce right back at him.
Exactly. So it just like hits the ground and then just goes right back up through his chin.
Yeah.
And this thing just like gets shredded.
Deflates like a blood-filled balloon.
Exactly.
Well, it's like it flames out, right?
If like it like flames shoot out behind it.
Like if blood was fire.
Like JFK. Just like
Oh
JFK.
god!
Remember how he would like just shoot fire out behind him and fly around?
That's why he was
vaguely
such a
remember
great
that.
president.
Best president.
Best president around.
She's still around.
He's still around here somewhere, flaming out. Jesus.
And you have killed all of the devils.
Okay.
Good, bring on more.
Vanessa
Don't, please.
saw, like, is standing there, like, with her eyes open, like, I'm so sorry. They can see what I can see, and they can hear what I can hear. It's up to you. I didn't consider that, but if you do that, you do that.
They can still hear though.
You're blinded, glassed.
Put her, encase her in a glass.
If you were a full wizard.
If I was. No, I'm just gonna take off my bandana. Because obviously he wears a bandana. Right?
Yeah.
Put this over your eyes and don't listen.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to be somewhere safe. We need to sever this thing they've got in my head. Please get me somewhere safe, and then we'll figure this out.
Okay, get in the car. And I turn on the car and flip the radio real loud.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she can't hear what's going on.
Great. And she's doing her best to like cover and kind of. Where are you guys going?
My house. I'm afraid, and it's
And you're off the grid.
and I'm off the grid, and it's in the middle of nowhere, and it's made out of packed earth, so it's fireproof.
Great. Cool. So you drive there.
Yeah.
You like, as you're leaving,
Yeah.
you see like a portal open and like hit in the parking lot. And you see Manny looking out the window and just like staring at like the whole fight happening and just like shaking his head at you.
Oh man.
Flip him off as I leave. Thanks for knowing, Manny!
Heather's just like, I'm sorry.
He loves that prayer motion
Yeah.
because he's an
I'm
angel.
gonna
You taught it
turn
to
my
the dog.
little asterisk cat anus towards him.
Fair enough. Are you staying a cat in the car?
I am.
That's very funny. Cool.
Sit down. No, sit down.
And you
I'm
just
making biscuits on Vanessa's lap.
and you stay a cat as long as you want to.
Damn
but
right I
just
do.
remember, let me know when you're turning
Yeah.
it back, and then just remember you can only communicate like simple stuff until then.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys, like I said, you see a portal open up in the parking lot, but it's clear it's not like following you. It can't like see you through
Yeah.
it, if that makes sense. It's just trying to like hit at where you were, and then once you get away from the place, they're not opening up around.
Got it.
So you get to Phil's place.
It's like off the road.
Yeah.
Like pretty far back.
And did you describe it before? What do you describe the place?
It's a rammed earth house.
Right.
He made it basically. You get sand, and you get a very large sandbag, and you.
It's like a long sandbag.
It's a very long, like 120 feet long, and you just go like this until you make a dome, and then you cover that with like
It's like
clay.
spiraled around.
It looks like basically the house is from Tatooine, like in real life.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
And you got a shelf full of blue milk and a droid bath.
And Beru's there to serve it.
You probably have like tires on the outside. Isn't that a thing that a lot of Earth houses have?
Oh yeah, they can. This is like it's basically like Adobe.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
made Adobe.
Yeah. So you guys get there and you get Vanessa inside, and do you have her take off the blind? Oh, like she's just kind of still this.
Okay, Vanessa, keep your eyes covered.
Okay.
What do you mean they can? How can they see you?
They linked me to something that I can't say, and I need to cut the link, if there is one. I can't say, but if theoretically there was something linking me to someone, maybe it could be severed, theoretically.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Can you? Is there? Would it help if I gave you a pen and paper?
No.
No. Okay.
Is the link on you? Like, is it I mean, theoretically speaking,
If there was a link, it probably wouldn't be physical. It would probably be mental if there was one, which there's not.
Can Heather see this link?
Ooh,
That's an interesting
Corrections.
question.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's an interesting question. Here's what I would say. I don't think you can like see anything innately. That's an interesting question. There's got to be some kind of like you can't just see it. I don't think, but you might be able to.
even if we could, I mean, there isn't necessarily a way that we could sever that link.
Let's say.
No, but we might be able to find out where it's going.
Yeah, like follow it like a.
With some magical delving, you might be able to ascertain more about this.
So if I wanted to do like a ritual or something,
either doing a ritual or trying to like use the because again the basic actions are attack, defend, create an advantage, overcome an obstacle. So there could be like an overcome an obstacle type thing that you might be able to do because you do have that aspect that you might be able to try to see if you could distinguish this link, if that makes sense.
yeah, I think I want to do something like that.
So how would you go about that, I guess is the question. What do you think you would attempt to do?
Maybe it's some kind of like
And you could solve this magically also. You could try to do some kind of ritual.
That's what I was thinking.
I was kind of thinking like a ritual to Aphrodite, like
I also could. I was thinking, like tinfoil hat, but like a magical tinfoil hat, like some sort of like leaded glass would is a symbolic like.
Very, very possible.
Phil is like in his glass dome, which is attached. It's like there's like multiple little domes around it, like little doorways you have to duck under.
She does like. I'm assuming you maybe are like pitching ideas on that out loud.
Yeah.
She does kind of mention like I don't. There may very well because I do feel connected, or assuming I would feel connected to this thing were there such a link, and were there such a were there such a link, it does feel a little bit fainter. It would feel a little bit fainter, perhaps, where I am right now.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, maybe the fact that the walls are thick could interfere with this type of thing. I don't know. It's all theoretical.
You taken a bath?
I've taken a lot of baths.
No, I mean, since this happened,
Yes.
did it feel different then?
No.
Water. You like water, fire. I run into my glass studio and I'm like looking at like all these crystals, crystals and leaded glass. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. What do you think? What should I do? What should we do? I don't have anything deeper than this. I have a
And she was saying that in response to you talking about like making a helmet type of thing. She said like just being with packed earth kind of makes it feel better. So like perhaps that is something that could work. That's not necessarily To both of those, she was saying like maybe either of those could work.
yeah. I think Heather's going to go ahead and try to do some kind of ritual to Aphrodite about
like
tracking this link. Back to its
Cool. So
back to its source.
this is a tracking spell of some type. So what exactly? So rituals are fun because we haven't done one yet, and I'm interested to see how this goes. So what exactly? First step is what exactly do you want the outcome of this ritual to be?
Okay, so I want the outcome of this ritual to be that I can follow that link back to its
Do you
source.
want to be able to see it visually? How do you want to be able to sense it?
Yeah, I think visually is good.
Cool. And is there anything else you want to add on to that? Because this is like, you could say, basically this is like putting it in terms of like bonuses and stunts. Like you could also like want to like put a condition on someone or something. You could want to and like make it last a certain amount of time. Like this would be basically a stunt, I think, which would be like that you can see this link. You could also give yourself like a condition that said like, or one of you a condition that said like you know, I have a +2 bonus when attacking someone who's linked to this, or like someone who's linked to this.
Yeah.
You could also give all of you the ability to see this. It would be a more costly thing. It would be not more difficult because you won't fail.
Yeah.
It'll just make the costs basically there'll be more cost, and I will possibly get to pick them if you don't succeed on the roll.
Right.
It'll succeed.
We're choosing like a win condition.
And
so-
should
or,
we-
Yeah,
or
kinda.
like
And can we do more than one?
You can do a bunch of things. Like this could be
Okay.
a
Like, can it be like the link becomes tangible that you can break it? Like,
yeah, that's interesting.
I
So
was
that
thinking,
would be
'cause I was thinking of doing a ritual
Like a
where I would
physical-
create a glass knife that would be able to cut it, like physically.
yeah, absolutely. Like
Whether
that,
or not it was physical.
that could be absolutely a type of thing. So we want to break this down in terms of stunts. We want to have a stunt that like lets you perceive this link as a physical thing. So that's one. We want to create basically how we would do that if you wanted to, which is fun. We would basically give you like you get +2 when you're attacking this thing.
Got it.
With this type. So it's like a knife that gives you a bonus whenever you use it. So you would decide like how much bonus do you want, and then you would basically like combat the link. Interestingly.
I need to take a quick bathroom break.
Okay.
But you guys can continue deciding.
You're a cat. You
I'm a
can't-
cat.
you can't use it all.
I have to go use the litter box.
So I guess think of like decide what you guys want to. Your car still has a fate point. Decide what you want to, how you want to go about this, what you want to succeed, and we'll figure out exactly how.
yeah, so I think so I want to be able to like essentially make it tangible. I think that's
Ooh. What if we did make it tangible, and instead of me having a way to sever the link, I made like a one-way mirror, so we could follow the link, but they can't see through the link.
that's cool.
One interesting. This is why I like ritual magic, because this is the kind of stuff was like, well, I don't know. What are you guys gonna do? That's fun. Absolutely, you could try to do that.
Because we don't want to sever it and have it be gone, so we can't follow it. And
Right.
So you want to be able to see the link. You want the other side of the link to not be able to see you.
Yes, not be able to see through her eyes.
So basically, you're exposing the link to yourselves, and you are putting up basically mirrored glass around.
I'm gonna have wherever on her body, like I've been thinking like Donnie Darko, like that. Wherever on her body, I'm gonna like make a big amulet
That's
that like
fun.
goes right
So
there.
that would take care of sight.
Got it.
And she said there was sight and hearing. So you probably would need one more thing to stop them from hearing, which
Glass earplugs.
could even be.
Just normal earplugs.
Pitch this on Sarah's behalf, but just like infuse the link with just like the repeated sound of a cat screaming.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, also
very funny.
sound is like very. It would be hard to track someone by just sound, by just listening to what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
they're right next to.
And you guys don't have to
Yeah.
do any of that. You guys could have these two things, and that would be fine.
I think we can come up with something for the years too. I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cat.
Yeah.
Now, again, it's going to make it more difficult the more things you put on, and so the roll is basically going to be +2 for every thing you do. So that'd be 2, because 2 for exposing the link, 2 for putting putting up the mirror, essentially. And then you have to pay for how long you want it to last.
Oh, okay.
So your options are +2 for fleeting,
Or do we
which
just
is
want to, if we just cut the link, we can just ask her.
Unless she doesn't know.
Unless she doesn't know.
and the link, I'll tell you, would probably fight back. In some way.
Theoretically,
yeah.
do you know how a link like this would have been established by someone?
What do you mean how?
Like,
Physically how?
yes.
Well, ostensibly they would have had some kind of ritual and taken your mind and linked it to other minds, and ostensibly they would have put you through that even if you didn't necessarily want that to be done.
Okay. But, you would think that someone would have to be there to have this done to them. You would have to witness it.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone did that to you, you'd have to know who they were, theoretically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's very interesting. Can you cover your ears and eyes again?
Yes.
So, just
I don't know. I still want to know
where it is.
where it is.
It's up to you guys.
I think
Okay.
I think we should
If that's
check
the
it
right
out.
play, then we'll do it. It just seems more dangerous to me.
Because here's the thing. I don't think she's the only one who's connected to these guys.
Maybe the person who went blank.
And they knew where we were in the car.
That's true.
So someone saw us.
Yeah. Is it one of us? I don't have a link. I can say that. But not in the way
don't
she's
think
saying it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, but if even someone on the street, saw
yeah.
us.
Cat?
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah.
You weren't captured and made to have a link, were you?
No. I mean,
You're a cat.
You can still say no. Yeah.
Meow. I've heard actual cats say the word no. No.
Because we're trying to figure out how they saw us in the car if she wasn't with us.
Yeah, I suspect it was multiple people linked back to something.
People on the street.
Ba-da-dee-da.
Day. So our current plan
okay.
is to be able to see the link,
Mhm.
and I'm going to make an amulet that's like a one-way mirror so they can't see through her eyes.
Okay.
And Richie had suggested to combat the ear stuff that we just put on loop in her ears the sound of cats meowing so no one can hear.
So I just sit next to her and just meow, meow.
Or just like magically infuse it into the ritual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're out of play for the next 3 sessions.
Okay, yeah,
Make
got
a
it.
different character.
Make a different character to play while your cat is just
Just
meow.
meowing in a woman's ear.
My name is Joseph P. Smith, Link Severer.
The founder of more.
Yeah.
What is P? Is his middle
I
name?
don't know.
Probably.
Percival.
Joseph Smith's a very common.
Joseph.
You don't own it.
Mormons. I don't know.
That's his middle name. That's why he named it that. Nobody knows that. So it's up to you guys. Whatever you guys want to do, we can make happen. And
So it's
again,
gonna be
it
very
will
hard.
succeed. You just might have like costs that you have to pay,
Right.
and we'll figure out how those
Okay.
manage.
I think
So
at this
it's-
point I need to become a human again.
See it?
So.
They can't see through us. It lasts for a while, right? What was the cost on that? Just 2?
That may actually. So the you guys seeing it will be a stunt. Them not seeing it will be a condition, and that can last. It's either fleeting, which is like one scene, which is not what you guys want. Sticky means it lasts until they do something. Bless
Whoa.
you. Lasts until somebody does something to get rid of it, which would be a fair amount of
Which
time.
would be like having to destroy the amulet, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then permanent is the other option.
which is
It's
expensive.
more cost. It's 3 costs, and for permanent is 3 costs, or lasting, I guess is the
Yeah.
3 costs and 1 extra difficulty, and then the sticky is 2 costs and 1 less difficulty. Then
Got it.
Our viewer said, "Bless you."
Oh, thank you.
you as well, my child. So yeah, so however you want to do that, and then we'll roll based on.
So that's it, right?
Okay.
That's the. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't need to throw anything else on that.
So lay that out for me. What? So that's you can just you can see the link.
Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And then we're putting the probably a sticky condition on, so until they do something to, and you're putting glass around, a mirror glass where the link is.
Yeah, basically wherever on her body it is, I'm gonna tie a
like a little amulet type
little
thing.
amulet that's shiny.
So that's, let's say, a sticky condition.
There's gonna be some more significant.
And then is there anything else we're doing?
And her ear.
And the ear. So we want that to be a sticky condition also.
Yeah.
Cool. So this roll is going to be an overcome action by one of you, whoever's going to actually enact the ritual.
Got
And you
it.
guys can do things to help if you so choose. And it's going to be at a difficulty of 8.
Okay. And
So if
this
you-
is a ritual, and the only person who can do that.
And technically, any of you, probably one of the two of them more so, but you're still involved in it. So you guys can use whoever's not doing it can use the create an advantage to help with the roll.
Got it.
If you have any way to do that, or feel like you have any way to do that, and you're all contributing something, so just like the act of doing the thing that you're doing can be the create an advantage, and then whoever's going to actually do the ritual will roll. And then there's one other step that we'll do after the roll.
Okay.
Rituals are complicated, but I like them a lot.
Okay.
All right. I think it's probably going to be me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, to see
Probably
it.
to see the...
It's either you or
see
me,
that kind
because
of
it's either
connection.
see it or block it, which is the main part of it.
Yeah.
But I think seeing it's more important.
Yeah, okay, so I guess I'll roll for that.
Cool. So first if you're going to try to create advantages, do so. You can get 1 each, and just explain how you would do that if you would do that.
So my advantage is going to be creating
Creating the mirror.
creating a mirrored amulet sort of thing.
Cool. Difficulty of 3.
Oh, can we talk about what the ritual looks like?
We'll do that
That's
in a
probably
moment.
helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know how else to.
Yeah. Let's do this, because this is like a certainly.
Certainly certain.
4.
Cool. So you create an advantage of
I assume glass blind focus.
Yeah, glass mirror. It could be. Yeah, of course. So what do you think this ritual would look like?
So, so I did have an idea. I think as an emissary of Aphrodite, it's like basically like prepping yourself for a nice date. So it's like self-care stuff, like
To her or
like
to you?
to myself, like
Yeah.
just like nice bath or candles or
In
rose
Phil's
petals.
bathtub?
Yeah, Phil's.
Glass.
A glass tub.
It's a glass bathtub.
It's a blast. Yeah, so like you're preparing yourself
Plenty
for.
of candles around.
And is that what the ritual
Doesn't have
itself
electricity.
actually looks like, or is that you just preparing
I
yourself?
think that's the whole ritual. Like it is like doing that romantic thing. Like
Great.
Yeah,
Very
because that's
cool.
how you would. That's how you would channel Aphrodite.
That's funny.
Or we just compile a bunch of. Okay, wait. I found a way that I can help. Yeah, can I don't know enough aphrodisiacs to like find them around Phil's house or find them outside, like maybe.
He has desert roses.
Yeah.
Like they grow because they're desert roses.
Yeah.
like
Okay.
horny goat weed or something.
yeah.
Where do you go, weed?
Yeah, maybe that and like chocolate, oysters.
Great. So you're just like looking for
Common
things.
desert
Yeah.
oyster.
Give me some. Whatever approach you're going to take, give me that roll to like to accomplishing that to help out.
I guess it's
I've got some
it's kind
beer.
of a flair.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's a show
Yeah.
for Aphrodite.
That's great. Absolutely.
It's a show, but just for Aphrodite.
I mean, I've got some beer. It's
Sure.
in a cooler with water in it.
It's got to beat a 3.
Okay, so that brings my flair to 3 exactly.
Perfect. So you create an advantage for that. So we've got +4 on the roll so far. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the roll. So this is...
So she can't create an advantage for herself.
I think you could if you wanted to. If you had a way to do that. And, like, you're setting the scene and, like, prepping it for yourself. You
I
can
just charm myself in the mirror.
you can do this.
You got this?
Yeah, give it a try.
Okay.
Like, this character just pumps everyone up to do other things.
Let's see. So that's
Gotta be a 3.
It's just
that's
a fluffer.
2. That's only 2. So,
You don't create it.
No, because I'm not great at it.
Yeah. Cool. So the actual roll itself is going to be whatever approach you think is appropriate for this type of thing. Yeah, whatever you think is appropriate based on how you've described. So you are like communing with Aphrodite and asking for this thing, and then it's incorporating also the like the mirror and
I think it looks like this. I've just been drawing this for a while.
Oh, that's very lovely.
A
And
vagina!
that fits with the thing as well. Like you're like applying like a jewel to
I think it has like little like it has little, instead of just being on one string, it's on 4 different strings, so you can like tie it where it needs to be.
Great. Cool. So
So I kind of think that's a flair roll.
yes, and so we're going to prepare. So this is the actual preparation of the spell. This is not the spell coming into fruition, because there are costs you have to pay before it can actually come into like reality. But this is the roll to like determine those costs and determine. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 costs that you guys are going to have to pay as a group. But we'll figure that out after the roll.
All right, so it's a flair roll.
And you have
Ooh.
+4 to the roll, and you
Ooh.
can spend fate points to use aspects if you so choose.
Can she spend
To
fate
like-
points to reroll?
To reroll.
Yeah.
You can to reroll. It's one of those like mathematically, it's unless you're at -3, it's like technically better, but like also you very
yeah.
much could get a much better roll than that
Yeah, because I'm at total of 4 right now, which is not
with the 4 extra points.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can
So
spend
I'm
those
gonna-
points to either reroll or add 2 to it for each.
Yeah,
one.
so I'm gonna re-roll using a hopeless old-fashioned romantic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that fits. It goes not into my pool, but just back into the.
All right.
So that is 2 better.
that's 2 better. So that's 6. Oh wait, no, it's so that's a wash. So that's 2. Yeah, it is 6.
So it's 6. The
You
cost
said
is
the cost
8.
is 8.
Now you
Cost
can,
is 8.
and let me tell you what. So you guys have 5 costs. If you beat 8, you get to choose all but one of the costs. If you lose, I choose all of the costs. If you tie, if you succeed with style, you choose all of them. If you tie, I start, and then you go, and then I go, and then you go, and then I go.
Okay.
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 So you're at 6 right now.
And we can't contribute fate
6.
points to like.
I think this one's on her to
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you
So
can
I'm going to use
you
high
tag
con-
another.
my
I might
self-command
tag another
to set
aspect.
up a ritual space.
I think I'm gonna tag another aspect to get +2, and that's down to the last detail, where
Great.
she's
Yeah,
like
you've set
really
this
just like,
perfectly
yeah,
in.
this
Yeah.
is the perfect.
Makes sense. So you are tied at 8.
Okay.
So that would mean we switch off.
Yeah, we switch off.
I start,
costs.
and then you guys, and then I would get 3. You guys will get 2.
And if we succeed with style, we choose.
If you succeed with style, which is beating it by 3 or more, you get
Which
all
we
of them.
Oh yeah.
If you succeed just in general, you pick all but 1.
And tying is succeeding.
No.
Tying is
Tying is
the
different.
switch off. Basically, if you win, you guys are tied right now. If you win, you'll pick 4 of them, and I'll pick 1 of them.
That might be just.
And let me just tell you a couple of the costs. Time takes longer than expected.
Got it.
Components might need to go find some rare things. Assistance, you might need a certain NPC's help. Special circumstance has to be done at a specific time or place or under a specific condition. Attention, you might get unwanted attention. Altered effect or drawback could have some kind of, it's not exactly what you planned. Or you can mark a sticky or lasting condition on yourself to pay a cost, and you can all pay those.
Oh, okay.
You can also mark a couple of boxes of indebted.
Interesting.
So you are at 8 right now. If you win, you'll pick 4 out of 5. If you lose, you'll pick 2 out of 5. So
And
that
if
is
you tie.
And if you tie, you'll pick 2 out of. You're already tied. So it's basically, do you want to spend more and win, or do you want
Yeah.
to go?
Get 3 more.
You have to.
No.
No. That's succeed with style.
Oh, okay.
Just success
Yeah.
means you pick
Yeah.
4 out of 5.
So we're
Okay.
tied right now.
Sorry, I know this is
Yeah,
complicated,
no.
but I think once we
Yeah.
get through this once, it'll be easier.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, I think we're okay as it, like, if you don't have anything to tag or don't want to, because you're afraid we'll need all the fate points we have to pay these costs.
I mean, I kind of think like. Well, let me think about this, because I tend to not use too many fate points for things. So like that might be something that like, because this ritual's like a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have your high concept also that you haven't tagged, which
Yeah.
Which
is
definitely
very
Just
much
like
fits.
yeah, that's
This
you know
is
what
very
yeah
much in your wheelhouse.
yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna tag that as the emissary of Aphrodite. That's
Great. So you guys get to pick 4 of the costs, which again, time, components, assistance, special circumstances, attention, altered effects, or marking conditions on yourselves, which could include in peril, could include indebted. Indebted, you would need, I think, 2 boxes per condition. So 4 costs need to be paid.
Okay. Time.
Time. It takes a while for Phil to make the mirror.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
yeah.
got it's a very
Couple hours.
intricate piece. Very much is an option if that's what you want.
Okay.
If that's what you
couple
want.
hours. Yeah. So
It seems like the most harmless of the ones.
yeah. So that's gonna. What time is that gonna take us to?
Couple hours.
Couple
of
hours.
extra
So what
hours.
was it
6
At this
hours.
point, 6 hours.
So it's 10 p.m.
Okay, so that means my date's not happening.
Yep, that's the consequence.
That's funny.
It's a lot of fun.
I didn't think about that, but that's very funny.
She made a sacrifice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we have time.
Time.
We have
We need 5.
You need 3 more, and then I get to pick one.
Okay.
oh yeah, 3 more.
Attention, special circumstance, assistance, components, altered effect.
Is attention like
Attention
draw?
is something notices.
So draw attention to
Performing the ritual attracts unwanted and unfortunate notice. This party, whoever they may be, will immediately seek to interfere with or meddle with your affairs for their own gain.
Okay.
Seems like a bad one.
Yeah,
It's a
seems
bad
like
one.
a bad one. I almost think assistance might be a good
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
You need some help from a certain NPC or faction outside of your usual network.
Like, say,
Yeah.
the person who's involved with it.
Interesting.
Or like, the person who it's on. That she has to do something.
Oh, interesting. That you need her to do something specific.
Yeah.
If you want to do that as a cost, we can think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it would be she's already cooperative,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it wouldn't
Well,
be. I mean,
until the bounds that she's not allowed to talk about.
Yeah, and also, so here's what it'll be if you want that. You need her to take you to somebody that is connected, so that you can, so that you can see the connection between the two of them, so that you can actually like establish that link. So you'll need her to take you to somebody who she's connected to.
okay.
Ooh, that's tough.
Richie, and you get to pick one that's bad.
Yeah,
So
doesn't have to be her. You could pick somebody else to do something, or some other way to do with her. But that I think is what she could do for you.
What if we pick another NPC who we are in good standing with?
It's outside of your usual network.
Oh, okay.
So not somebody you would go to anyway.
Not a
See, the
paranet
thing is,
person.
You could also, I would say, you could enlist the aid of the emissary of Eros, who is your sworn enemy.
Really?
Because this is like connections, but you're trying to break a connection, not make one, and that's more Eros's deal of just like flings and moving from person to person. So that could be an option.
Hookup
interesting.
culture, am I right, audience?
Ancient Greek hookup culture.
Because we do already.
Could I find a paranet person who's known as the Battery?
Who's just like powers things
Yeah.
for.
The battery.
That's fun.
Helps people out.
You
but
could. I would say you could absolutely do that. That would be. You would have to get their assistance. You would
by
have to like.
indebted, by indebted.
Yeah. Absolutely. You could mark 2 boxes of indebted to the battery.
That works.
Battery
yeah.
has no powers of his own.
Yep.
He can only help other people.
That's super fun.
funny.
I really like that.
Battery.
So that's
Was
2
this
costs.
a character that existed before? Or did you
Nope,
just make
Nope,
him
just
up?
made him up right now.
I love the battery. He's going in my spreadsheet.
Whoa.
Battery.
So 2 more costs, and then I get to pick one.
2 more costs. What were the other ones?
Components, special circumstances, attention, altered effect or drawback, and you can also mark.
Component seems
Component
easy.
seems
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
You'll have to
I need
actually
s-
go physically get something.
Okay.
So I'll
Yeah.
say you need to go to her apartment
Oh, okay.
and get
Okay.
and
Not
get
like
something.
silver.
I can break
so
in.
that I can make a mirror with it.
Yeah. Now you need to get in fact, let's say this. You need to get a shard of her mirror. Her personal mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, let's do components.
Yeah. I can just cat burgle it.
Ha, literal.
No, without resting.
One more.
Oh, one more.
Well, we have hours.
What do we have left? What do we have left?
Special circumstance, attention, altered effect or drawback, or mark conditions, or mark indebted to somebody else. You can mark additional debt if you so chose. If you want to do 2 more in debt to the battery, that would be another cost. Actually, yeah, that would. Yeah. We'll say you can do multiple.
Multiple of the same one.
Oh, man.
So
So to get rid of indebted, I have to do something for each of the...
You could do one very big favor.
Sure, yeah.
So that's 3 costs, is that right? Time components and 2 of debt.
2 of debt to the battery. I'm really indebted to the battery.
Great. And then I get to pick one for
Yes.
you guys as well.
what is it?
Oh no.
One of us-
Why is this so stressful?
One of us has to die, but we get to choose who.
Her, I get to choose it.
Her.
No link, no problem. Dead.
LinkedIn. This episode brought to you by LinkedIn.
I'm going to choose attention.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a Britney Spears lyric?
The air gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear a booming sound outside.
Mm-hmm.
Not directly outside.
This is like right now or after the time that
This is during the ritual.
Okay.
And again, the ritual is not complete until you get these components
Got it.
and take the time. But just components is the only. Yeah. Nobody's gonna die. Not yet.
It better not be Werecat.
No, it's gonna be Phil.
Yeah. Phil has a long overdue heart attack.
Yeah. All he eats is fries. Chili cheese fries.
And milkshakes.
And milkshakes.
You hear a booming sound outside, not right outside, but just like almost like in the sky, like thundery, but like worse.
It's the UFOs you've always dreamed of.
They're here. You've got the attention of the ETs. And you see, you look out a window.
Yeah.
Are there windows in your?
Yeah.
Yeah, or a
That's
skylight.
glass.
Yeah.
Like little.
It's about the only
little
thing that's
circular-
well made in this house is the windows.
You see up in the sky,
It's got like a dome sky.
the sky just like a line of fire streaks across the sky and then widens out into this giant square portal.
Okay.
And you see a woman float out of the portal,
Okay.
and you recognize her as Sarah Solomon, Apollo's daughter.
Okay.
And you hear clearly, as if she's standing right next to you,
Oh, God.
you hear her say, "Enough with this. I will not be hampered. I will not be hindered. The old gods shall fall, the new gods shall fall, and there will be only one goddess, and she will get what she deserves." And the portal closes as she backs back into it, and winks out of existence.
Oh.
So, what? What the hell?
And Vanessa looks at you and says, "Theoretically, we might want to hurry." And that's where we'll end for today. Hooray!
Hooray!
Nobody died.
Yes.
The car got a fate point. That's all that really
Mark
matters.
got a fate point.
So before we close up for the day, if you just want to hear story, then like you can go away now. But if you want to hear the boring technical stuff, this is a major milestone. You guys have reached a major milestone, which is different than the minor milestones, but includes the same things. So with a minor milestone, you can swap any two of your approaches, the values. So if you wanted to like swap haste and intellect, you could swap those two. That's the thing you could do after every session, basically. You can take a stunt from inside your mantle every time, and with the major one, you can take a stunt from any mantle. A stunt, or I believe a condition. So if you wanted to start working towards another mantle, you could take like one of the conditions that are necessary to actually, sorry, you have to do that at a major milestone. This is a significant one. But basically, you can take stunts from other mantles if you want to. So, like, that includes if you wanted to, like, take full wizard stunts, you could do stuff like that.
Okay.
You don't have to become a full wizard, but if there's stuff that you want to take.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing you get, and this is the only thing
Can I
we'll
look
do.
at that real quick?
Yeah, we'll do this off camera.
Okay.
The one thing you all get right now is +1 to any one approach of your choice. Cannot exceed 5.
Can you said we can switch or we can change around some of our approaches?
Yeah, if you had like 1 focus and 2 intellect and you wanted those swapped, you could change those.
Can we swap them before adding 1?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. I'm going to
So +1 to
borrow your
any
pencil
approach.
Okay.
Cool, thank you very much. Do you have a little eraser on here by any chance?
Take off the back cap.
Secret eraser!
Oh, should I raise focus or haste to bring both up to 3?
Both good? You're putting flare up 1?
Yep. Put flare up 1.
I'm changing my cat approaches to make force and haste both 3.
I feel like Phil has been lying a lot more. Is that accurate?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Or like lying and like figuring out other people lying.
Yeah.
Because guile's also a little bit of that, of like being shrewd.
So I don't think force is actually a thing that he is typically good. So you said we can swap.
That's something you can do every session. Is any session you can swap any 2 approaches values.
I'm gonna swap force and guile. So my force is now 0, and my guile is now 2.
I can't remember.
That's how I'm playing him.
I think my reasoning for having Guile at 2 as a cat.
Was like being sneaky cat.
Yeah, being a sneaky cat.
But you seem more like a jump out and eat people cat.
An eaty cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I'm just, my tops are force and haste, and then I have Guile at
Cool.
2.
And did you add 1 to... Great.
Yeah, I swapped focus and force, and then added 1 to force.
Nice. And those change in your cat form to... Because you have your...
I only added 1 actually to my cat ones. I can add 1 to my
So
human
what you
ones
should
as
do
well?
is you should add it to your human one, and then your cat thing is normally that you swap 2 sets of 2.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so basically like if you normally have like when you turn into a cat, you swap your intellect out for force. And so now if your intellect's higher, when
Yeah.
you swap it out, your force will be higher. That's
Gotcha.
kind of complicated, but
Okay. No, that makes sense. I just wasn't thinking. I
I'm
forgot that I
bring
had
my
to do that.
focus up to 4.
nice.
I think he's
Very wizardly.
getting more used to
Yeah.
flinging things around.
He hasn't had much reason to
No, yeah.
until now because he just uses it for glass pulling, but now he's getting better at like combat magic
Yeah.
and various.
Very slowly.
And you can take also, so you guys can take, you think about this, you can take stunts. For this, you can take them from a different mantle, but after every session, you can take them from from your own mantle. And you basically can spend a refresh to get an extra one. And we can start making stunts up also if you want. Like if there's something
Great.
specific you want to learn how to do that's not in the book, like we'll figure out a way to...
What are you going to do? Do you think? You don't know yet?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure.
Wanna
Still
take-
got to think about it.
I need to do this math.
Yeah,
But I
we
can do
will.
that off camera.
We'll do that off
We'll
camera.
do it, yeah.
So we'll be back. I think next Sunday Thanksgiving, or is that the one after?
No, it's the one after, but I'm going to be gone next Sunday.
Cool. Well, we'll figure out something to do. We'll probably be back next week either way, and we'll figure out
Yeah.
like a side thing, or like you'll be off stealing the mirror, and we'll resolve that when you come back, or like something like that.
That's fine.
So we'll see you guys next time. Watch our Twitter, watch our YouTube, and do all the things that you do on the internet, except the bad things. Goodbye.
Don't do the bad things.